Hello. I just ran downstairs and then back upstairs. Okay, hold on. Okay, so thank you for 25 subscribers, I guess. And this is kind of a special and also a story time. And you might be wondering, it's only 25 subscribers. It's not that big a deal. But that's a quarter way to 100, which is 10th away to 1,000, which is 10th away from 10,000, which is a third away from 30,000, which means YouTube rank. So, yeah, we're getting close. Not really. That's only a dream. But, anyway, it's just story time. It's about my dog. Now, I love her. Oh yeah, also, don't expect me to win any of these. I'll be shocked if I win any of these. This is just so you have something to watch, so you don't get bored. So, yeah, I have my dog. I love her. She is very energetic, though. And I always grew up loving animals. That's what I loved for as long as I can remember. I've always wanted to learn about them. I've always wanted more. I've always wanted new ones. And first pet is that my old dog died. Like, my parents actually had it before they had me. So yeah, it was loved more. No, I don't think he was, at least. I mean, who am I kidding? I love my dog more than I love my brother, so it's probably true. But anyway, so it just was a German Shepherd. Listened so well. It was the best dog ever, and I am confident of that. MLG Clutch with Lava, Pog. Come on. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. Whatever, I don't care. Anyway, so German Shepherd, best dog ever. And I am convinced that she listened so well. She was so nice to everyone. She'd let us pull her tail. Not that I would now, but when you're 2 years old, or when you're 1 year old, you can't walk, can't talk. Just so there's a tiny little slug, basically. You grab things, and sometimes you grab her tail. So if you pull her tail, she wouldn't do anything. She would just let it happen. She didn't like it, to be clear, but she just was so tolerant with us. More than I would have been if I was in her situation, definitely. Some tiny kid's hands would be cut off or bit off. I'm disappointed in myself. Anyway, then they got a rat before me, good rat, cat, which we still have now. He's the best cat, and some other stuff that I will talk about later. And around 2018, I started being really interested in small rodents. First, my mom's friend had a daughter that had a gerbil. And I loved that little gerbil. He just is so cute. It was just fluffy. So anyway, gerbil good. So I wanted not that exact gerbil, I wanted a gerbil. And we went on vacation, and I was like, hey, can I have a gerbil? And I will write up a document of what I will do and how much it will cost, and then can we maybe get one? And they said, maybe. Obviously they were not being serious because it's a gerbil. My dad does not like rodents. But I didn't know that at the time. So then we went to the pet store to just look at them. And also I got some pamphlets, just how to take care of gerbils, how to take care of hamsters, how to take care of chinchillas, how to take care of guinea pigs, how to take care of rabbits. You get the point. Just to see if there were any other ones. And I just was reading them in the car. I would read them when we were at stores. I would just grab one from my room and read it in the store. And after I read all of them, which didn't take too long to be honest, I decided that out of all of those, I wanted a guinea pig. I don't know why, I just wanted it. But then, hold on. Refreshing. But after I've wanted a guinea pig for around 2 months, my mom was like, hey, what about a cat? I know we already have one, which is the one I talked about in the beginning, but I mean, another one would be fine. She's always like not really wanted, but she's part of like Facebook groups and stuff about different cat breeds that she likes. She is part of this Persian, which is the one cat that we have, rescue thing. And she is signed up for this thing that if there's a Persian that's about to die, like in a at a area, animal shelter that nobody wants, she's on one of those lists that if nobody else wants it, they'll tell her and she will go and get one. She never had to do it because people have always wanted one, but she is on that thing. Just in case. Free loot, pog. I need helmet. Whatever, I'll put helmet on. Let's helmet on. There is a helmet there, I'm mad. There. Alright, which is the best? This one. By far. This is just too good to pass up. Sorry for the awkward silence. Let's go. Alright, whatever. Too easy, you know. And a pog. Oh, you don't want that. Let's fill that slot with some. Anyway, so she just had that thing, so she was just trying to get me to convince my dad, I think, I'm not sure for sure, to get another cat. She also likes this something short-haired cat, which looks like Persians, but they looks almost exactly like them, but they don't have the. You just try to place down lava to stop being on fire. You know, I don't judge. I think she was just trying to convince my dad to get another cat, but I don't know for sure. That might be a false accusation. I hope I used that word right. It's a big boy word. And it would be kind of embarrassing if I didn't. No. So yeah. But my grandma also wanted to convince me and succeeded to get a rabbit because who knows. Same reason I wanted a hamster at the beginning. I chose the guinea pig. It's because it's the same reason she wanted me to get a rabbit, because for some reason she has a lot of rabbits, so she might just be saying, "Hey, I can give you a cage and a rabbit, and it's free." Which is not really true because all the stuff that we have to take it to the vet and everything. But she was prepared to just give me one without my parents' consent. Just, here you go. Which she has before in the past. My parents were not the biggest fan of, some could say. And by that, I mean my dad sent it back. So, yeah. I still wanted one for some reason. Not anymore, though. That didn't last as long as the guinea pig, though. Yeah. And we also had chickens. And we had to get rid of the chickens because they attracted rats, which we already have a lot of in this area that I live. So, yeah. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's behind me. He's behind me. There we go. Alright. But yeah. We had to get rid of the chickens because they attracted more rats, and we already had a lot of rats because where we live, there's a lot of rats. So, when we got rid of them, I was like, gosh, I made this joke. We were in the car when my parents said, hey, we're going to have to get rid of the chickens. I'm sorry. And I said, well, if we get rid of them, does that mean it makes the open pet slot that I can get that we can get a dog? And it was just like a joke that I didn't mean too much of it. I mean, I would have loved to get the dog, but I didn't mean anything of it. And they were laughing like, ha ha ha. But anyway, we went to my grandparents' house, and just for some reason there, don't know why, I've been asking for a dog ever since my German Shepherd died like 5 years ago. But for some reason, on that one visit, and this was like a month after I made that joke, so it wasn't really by it, but they said, hey, me and your dad have decided that we always grew up with dogs, and we don't want to make you not have that, so it's time to kill. Nope, it's time for me to get killed. Yep. Alright, cool. So, yeah, they said that. I was like, really? Yeah, I do want one. They're like, alright, we don't have to do research, and we're not saying it will happen, we're just saying it's a chance. And then, my parents were on, there were these two breeds that we had in mind. Me and my dad wanted a Burmese Mountain Dog Poodle mix. And we were also thinking of a Golden Retriever Poodle mix. Or Labradoodle was what my mom wanted. Labrador Poodle mix. But my mom said, no, we don't have enough space for Bermudoodles. We were like, yeah, fair point. We still wanted it, but we were like, okay, she's not going to want us to have one. Hold on, let me take a drink of water. Alright, so we were like, alright, whatever. And then we realized that if we got a non-hypoallergenic dog with a hypoallergenic dog, which is a poodle, there's a chance that it won't be hypoallergenic. That's how genetics work. So we were like, we have to get 2 hypoallergenic dogs. So then, we're like, what if we just got a straight up poodle? My mom liked that idea the most, I'm pretty sure. And I did not like that the most. I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine with poodles. No offense if you have one. I like them, but they definitely weren't my favorite dog. I just not a fan of how their snouts are shaped. Their narrow snouts. I mean, no offense if you have one. I love all dogs, but they're just not my favorite. So I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. I bet they'll have a great personality, and I'll forget all about their snouts. But then my parents were on a walk. Oh shoot, I forgot to play. Then my parents were on a walk. They came across this person who had a... Gosh darn it, disconnected. They came across this person who had a sheepadoodle, an old English sheepdog poodle mix. Wait, I joined. I did not mean to join this. Hold on. Sorry for the inconvenience. So, they met this person who had an old English sheepdog poodle mix, and my dad loved it. Just how it looked and everything. And she said the breeder was this breeder that we ended up getting our dog from. I'm not going to say the name just because I don't want to say anything that could do anything that would be bad in the future. But anyway, we did research and we saw that they shed, but they had hair, not fur, so they wouldn't shed dander, which is what makes people's allergies go off. So we're like, oh, this could work. And so we contacted that breeder. I said, hey, when are you gonna have any pups for these? We really like them. And she said not until January. This is in 2019. Wait. No, this is in 2020. Yeah, this is in 2020. Oh, shoot. Get out of here. Yeah, this was in 2020. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, September 2020. June, July, September, something around that. 2020. Alright. So she was like, well, they're not gonna be in until January, so if you wanna wait that long. And she told us that they do shed dander. And we were like, really? We didn't see that. And she said if you're allergic, she would recommend these ones that she had coming in October. They were called schnoodles. And yeah, okay. Well, sure, if you recommend it, I guess. Which is why I didn't want to say the name, just in case. Because, I mean, the pup that we got is great, but I don't know if she recommended the schnoodle breed, just to sell them or not. She might have not. There's a really high chance that she did it. Of course, the one. Hold on. All right. One second. Oh shoot, there he is. Best player ever, question mark. Alright, I need to get the anvil in the middle. There are people by the middle. So anyway, Yeah. And we're like, okay. And then we were just thinking about it for like a week, and then my parents decided to make the down payment to get that schnoodle. And it was October 24th that we got. Cool. So it was October 24th that we got her. So yeah, that's when we drove the hour to where she brought them to choose from the 3 that would be left, because we were 8th place or something, or 6th place. So we got the last 3, which we were all right with. And but before we went there, we were saying, hey, like, we saw a lot of stuff about like people abandon puppies. These are so crazy, and we had a dog, so we won't do that. We will take care of it. But like, how long? Do you know how long they'll become crazy, or they'll stay crazy? Just so we can have an idea of how long we're gonna have to deal with it. And she said, oh yeah, 1 year you'll know if they're crazy or not. They'll probably stop being in their puppy mode. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. And then we got our dog. This is where, in October 24th, we got our dog. There were 3 there, 1 cream-colored one, 1 black one, and then black and white one. And we picked up the cream color one, and as soon as I set her down to like just pet and stuff, as soon as I set her down, she ran right back to her playpen area. Or not her playpen, just like the pen that the other puppies were in. So then my mom went and picked her up and just was giving her pets. Then my dad went over, then I went over and picked up this black one. And she gave me like a little kiss on the mouth, not mouth, on the face, I meant. And I was like, oh, it's cute. But when I put her down, the breeder said it was a little shy, so I was already a little like, And then she just went back to the pen, but she did it in a more slow way. She didn't go running back to the pen. And they were both tired and probably a little scared. I mean, it was like afternoon, so they've been playing for a while. And so then my dad was like, well, what about this little one? And when we looked over, it was a black and white one. She had her 2 front paws on the top of the pen thing, and she was just having her little tail wagging, and she just wanted to be picked up, and she was so cute. And as soon as my dad picked her up, she started licking him all on the face, just so much, and her tail was wagging really hard. And so you're like, aw. And I said, hey, can I hold her? Because my dad's like, oh, yeah, sure. She started licking me, and she was just felt like she wanted to be here. And I was like, this is the one, just automatically. So that was the one that we got. And the first day that we brought her home, that she that medicine. So, yeah, the first day that we brought her home, she was like walking away from us. She didn't really want to be held. She was kind of tired though, and after a bit of pets, she would not want any anymore. And she kind of smelled because she was just with all the other dogs, and So we gave her a little bath, and then she started shivering because she was cold, and I curled up in my lap and just wanted to warm up and snuggle. So that was pretty cute. But my dad was like, you know, she's good. She's nice. She's a bit aloof. She tries to get away a little bit, but I bet she'll warm up to it. But then he said, she doesn't really show her emotions too much. But nowadays, she's always smiling. The reason why she doesn't show her emotions is because she only has 3: happy, playful, and happy. She's just a very happy puppy. And which is pretty good because, I mean, if she's happy, it makes us happy. But anyway, so the first time we took her to a dog park when she was a couple months old, like 2 months old, we just went there. She was a little, she didn't want to play with the other dogs. She wanted to stay by us. I need that. 10 more pearls, yes. Okay. But anyway. So when we went to the dog park, we saw this other, like, it was an older dog, but it was not too old, but it was just so well behaved. Like, it was walking on loose leash. She's a polar, and it was just kind of calm, chill. And we said, hey, how long did it take for that to happen? Like, how long until she was not crazy puppy mode? Because we heard from the breeder 1 year, and that person said, oh no, it's 2 years. It's definitely 2 years. For mine, once she hit 2, she started becoming calm. So I'm like, oh, 2? That's double the amount of time we thought we were going to be with that craziness. And we were like, all right, whatever. And then we went again. Then I was watching some TV. And Svet Show. There was this very energetic puppy that reminded me so much of my dog, Mina. And the vet said, oh yeah, puppies will be like that until they're 3 years old. So then I told my mom, I was like, they just said it's 3 years old. So then they're like, 3? That's triple the time that we thought they were going to be. And then a couple days ago, we had their half-sister come over. And they said, the half-sister is same poodle. Oh, it's a sheepadoodle that actually told us about the breeder. Sheepadoodle's owner, it's the sheepadoodle, obviously. And they said, oh no, our other dog, because they had 2 dogs, the one, and then the other one, she was like, that's definitely 4 years. All the other dogs that I had were 4 years too. So like 4 years, oh my gosh. We're like, all right, whatever, we'll do it. We'll get through it. So yeah, first it was 3, and first it was 1, and it went all the way to 3. And now, my interest, now that we've had our dog or we're about to have our dog for a year. But she's a year old. She's turned a year old in August, the end of August. So now that we've had her for a year, she'll just get in this mode, and she'll just do zooms. There's around the living room, like we call them the zoomies, because it's just, she goes extremely fast, so just zooming around the living room. And she'll stop either when she tires herself out or when we take her outside to throw the ball. But she just is such a happy dog that, and her eyes, obviously she has to be cute so she gets away with stuff. She knows she's cute. She's so smart, so she knows how to get away with stuff. She makes herself seem dumb, but she'll just do some stuff and yeah, she knows. Why are you hitting me with your hand? Bye bye. Oh shoot. I'll get this kill at least. But yeah, so that's where we are now. And now, in January when we had to get rid of the hedgehog that we had. Oh yeah, we had a hedgehog. We got it from an animal shelter. They had a hedgehog, and we got it. My aunt saw that they had one, so she got it for us. And so yeah, we got it. It's pretty cool. But then we had to get rid of it in January because I broke out into hives whenever he touched me. It just started. Well, it started when I first got him, but my mom said she also got a little itchy, and same with my dad and same with my brother, so I just think, oh, that's what happens. And then it started getting worse for me, and then I showed my mom, hey, yeah, it gets really itchy, and she's like, let me see it. I'll put some hydrocortisone on it, and I showed her, and she said, those are hives! You're allergic to him, so we had to get rid of him to a friend, and then the friend gave him to their neighbor because they had to go on vacation, and then the hedgehog didn't want to come back to the other person, so the neighbor of the friend, that's also kind of our friend, has him, and she likes him, and he likes her. So, yeah, it works out. But then I wanted after we got rid of him, like a couple months, I started to become interested in my brother's doing drums or something. Okay, that did not work. So first I wanted a garter snake for some reasons, and for those reasons there's a YouTube channel, Snake Discovery. It's an amazing reptile channel. Now it doesn't only have snakes, but they made me want them. And then I watched I started to get addicted to their videos. I really liked them, so I was watching more. Then I stumbled upon African fat-tailed geckos, and I loved African fat-tailed geckos. They're so cute, and I just fell in love with them. And leopard geckos are very similar to African fat-tailed geckos. So I wanted one of those. I didn't really care. They're both pretty similar. So if I did research for one, I'm basically doing research for the other. The only difference is the amount of humidity they need and the pricing, but this isn't a care guide. You can watch some other care guides. But yeah, that's my animal stuff, the lies that came with getting my dog. And I am spectator? I didn't know I was I forgot I was spectator. Alright, bye.